coach challenged you to increase your field goal percentage to take it up a notch that you can't be just producing 40%. And you responded very well with 67%. You made 67% of your shots. Talk about your response to this challenge.
I just tried to be aggressive. That's pretty much it. My teammates gave me confidence, and going into it, I know it was a big game for us and for them as well. You got to give them credit. Converge, obviously, they're a really good team, top 4 or 5 team in this league. So I just tried to come out and be aggressive. That's it.
All right, Coach. What can you say po about how your team turned things around in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, we were having a difficult time containing their transition, and it was a huge talking point at halftime because even before the game, that was really the game plan to slow them down. Apparently, somehow they're used to playing in a fast pace, but the good thing is we were able to keep in step with them throughout the game. So we were down, I think at the most was 8 points, and then we were able to catch up. But I just thought that the guys fought hard. It may not be indicated in the score, but every point that we got, we earned it, and every point that they got also, the step backs of Franklin was I could live with that. But the thing that we were kind of like pissed about was when they go coast to coast and have a layup. So, but we kind of addressed it at the end.
We open the floor for questions from our friends from the media.
What prompted you to challenge Jalen? Last time you were challenging to get 10 assists now.
Yeah, because I know what he's capable of doing. He's as quick as anybody here in the league, and he's athletic. And if he goes past that main guy, I don't care who's in there. There's no 7-footers in this league to stop him. So I just told him like, hey, I think you can finish better if you're not in a hurry. And this is what he did the whole night. He didn't change his game. He was still attacking. He was attacking the first 4 games, but now I think he has a better sense of idea of not to be in a hurry because there's no 7-footers to bother his shot.
Jalen, congrats on 56-point performance, but can you talk about your matchup with Jamal Franklin, who had 47 in today's game? What are your thoughts on both of you just exchanging shots almost the entire game?
Man, I thought he was a heck of a player. He made some really tough shots. I see how he was able to get to the CBA. For a while there, I didn't think he was going to slow down, you know what I'm saying? But a really good player, a good player to have in the league. I thought it was a really good matchup. I thought he played well, and I'm just happy that we were able to end up with the win.
Coach, you mentioned that you believe Converge is a top 4 or top 3 team here in the PBA, but you ended their undefeated streak. Are there any other teams that you look to play against that you feel is a top tier team?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday about top 6 teams, and Converge was there. But you know, they're the ones who's actually trying to barge into the elite group with the San Miguel group, and also Meralco and Magnolia. Of course, Magnolia struggling, but they've always been consistent about where they are in terms of record. But you know, it's nice to beat a team that hasn't been beaten. But if you go to our next game, we know we have 2 next games that that we are supposed to beat, and we can't afford to lose any of those games coming up. So this is important, but the next one is also important.
Last conference you had 4 wins now. 4 wins na kayo. Happy na yung match. Na-match din yung...
Thanks for mentioning that.
That you already matched that third but after last conference.
Well, you have to consider that we lost a lot of guys through injuries last conference, and we were never complete. Now we have a much more complete team, and we have a more dynamic import in Jalen compared to our import last conference.
Could you just talk about the contributions made by Paul Marilleta next game?
Oh man, huge, right? Paul was awesome tonight.
Oh, Paul, yeah.
Paul is Jalen's favorite player. He always tells me, Coach, Paul, Paul in. And I'm sick and tired of hearing him do, put Paul in, put Paul in. You know, so, but yeah, it was huge tonight. And, you know, he does his job well, and he's smart, and he doesn't get into the offense of the other guys. So it's just nice to have a player like him.
Jalen, speaking of the other guys, how big was their contribution in your 56-point performance?
I thought everybody played really well. I was been telling the guys for like the last few games, like we haven't all played well together, and I feel like tonight was one of the best times that we all played well together. You know what I'm saying? The stat sheet, I wouldn't even look at the stat sheet. If you watch the game, everybody made huge plays, huge plays, and I thought Paul was outstanding tonight. Defensively, offensively, hitting the open shot, boxing out, like being physical. Like I thought he was amazing tonight. Like, you know what I mean? Every night it's been a different guy. So I'm just excited to see where we can take this thing.
Jalen, can you explain why Paul is your favorite?
Well, me and Paul match up every day in practice. So I know what type of physicality he can play with. I know what type of like defense he does. I know it's tough to score on him. And the only thing that I get on him about is fouling. And so he makes me better, and I know I make him better as well. So just got to get his fouls down. But he's a tough defender. Like, you know what I'm saying? In this league, he's a tough defender. He can move laterally. He's strong. You know what I'm saying? He can test without fouling. Like, a couple of calls were questionable tonight, but I think he's got good energy. You know what I mean? I think he comes in, he can pick the team up like immediately. So I'm a fan of him, and I really am.
Coach, you've seen a lot of imports in the past. Where would you put Jalen's performance?
Top 100. He's up there in terms of skills. The imports now is totally different from the way back when I was playing. Imports now are so skilled, and Jalen is one of those imports players that is very athletic. And the only thing that I'm looking for Jalen right now is to be a little bit more all around, get the other guys involved, and he's eventually going to figure it out.
Jalen, have you scored 56 previously
In summer league games and exhibition games and stuff like that before. I've always kind of been known as a scorer. This is my first time professionally. Obviously, it's the fast-paced game tonight, which kind of led to it. But no, I've never scored 56